Morning. Let's start the daily discussion. The first topic is about India-Saudi Arab relation. Okay. Recently, the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salam visited India and it was in connection with the G20 summit. So, because India hosted the G20 summit and to attend the G20 summit, on the sideline of the G20 summit, Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salam, visited New Delhi. And during that visit, number of MOU were signed between India and Saudi Arabia. The India-Saudi Arabia bilateral meet immediately after the summit saw the conclusion of 8 major MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, involving vigilance, financial regulation, and Exim Bank, desalination technology, etc. So, the area of bilateral MOU, so covering vigilance, financial regulation, Exim Bank, desalination, technology, etc. Several other minor understanding ranging from IT, information technology, petrochemicals, pharmaceuticals, new clean energy, technology, manufacturing and defense were also concluded. So a wide gamut of topics were taken for bilateral discussion and MOU. So 8 MOU were signed covering important areas between the two sides. Fine. Okay. Moving forward, so the India Middle East European corridor, both the country propose a grand IMEC. IMEC stands for India Middle East European corridor, creating a port railroad connectivity to link India, the Gulf countries, and the European Union, in which India and Saudi Arabia are to be the two nodal countries. This corridor connecting India to Europe to the Middle East. Okay, and India and Saudi Arabia will be two nodal countries in this particular corridor. This corridor is said to be rival to China's Belt Road Initiative. In the BRI, so the biggest infrastructure program launched by China, China want to connect Asia with Europe and Africa. Okay, and this IMEC or India Middle East European Corridor, a counter, okay, to the Chinese promoted Belt Road Initiative or One Belt One Road Initiative. The India Saudi Arabia Strategic Partnership Council, Saudi's Crown Prince co-chaired with the Indian Prime Minister the first meeting of the India Saudi Arabia Strategic Partnership Council. Potential investment, both the countries reaffirmed Saudi intention of investing another $50 billion and setting up an office for the Saudi Sovereign Wealth Fund in Gujarat International Financial Tech City. Okay. So this financial tech city, okay. They also discussed the possibility of trading in the local currency and expediting negotiations for a free trade agreement between India and the Gulf Cooperation Council, of which Saudi Arabia is a member. The Gulf Cooperation Okay. So, because Saudi Arabia is an important partner, member in the Gulf Cooperation Council, so free trade agreement between India and Gulf Cooperation Council, which is an organization of all the Gulf countries that will be beneficial to both the sides. This negotiation expedited as per the discussion between the two sides. India-Saudi Arabia relations, if you look at the background, the two countries established diplomatic relations in 1947. And the Delhi Declaration, the Riyadh Declaration. The Riyadh visit of 2006 resulted in the signing of the Delhi Declaration, which was followed in 2010. The Riyadh Declaration that elevated bilateral ties to strategic partnership. Okay. So potential investment, both the countries each confirmed Saudi intention of investing $3,000 billion and setting up an office for the Saudi Sovereign Fund, Gujarat International Financial Tech City. They also discussed the possibilities of this sovereign wealth fund to is a government fund. Okay, so that fund is by the government of Saudi Arabia, and they want to invest this fund in Gujarat International Financial Tech City. They also discussed the possibility of trading in local currency, writing negotiations for a free trade agreement with India and Gulf Cooperation Council, of which Saudi Arabia is a major member. Then the India relations, the two countries established in 1947. Delhi Declaration and Riyadh Declaration, the Royal Vision of 26 resulted in the signing of the Delhi Declaration, which was followed by the 2010 by the Riyadh Declaration that elevated bilateral tie to strategic partnership. From bilateral relationship, the relationship was transformed to or upgraded to strategic partnership in 2010. Highest civilian honor. Prime Minister Modi visit to Riyadh in April 2016 captured the spirit of enhanced cooperation, the political, economic, security, and defense realm. King Salman conferred Prime Minister the kingdom's highest civilian honor, the King Abdulaziz Shahs, indicating the importance Saudi Arabia attached to its relationship. In the visit of Prime Minister Modi in 2016, the highest award of the country was conferred. Okay. So, King Salman conferred on the Prime Minister's highest award, the Strategic Partnership Council Agreement. The Strategic Partnership Council Agreement was signed during the 2019 visit of the Indian Prime Minister to Riyadh, established a high-level council to steer the Indo-Saudi relations. The Strategic Partnership Council now has separate subcommittee on political, security, social and cultural cooperation and on economy and investment. 12 pacts were signed during the Prime Minister visit in 2016 to 2019. Okay. That economic ties, India is Saudi Arabia's second largest trade partner. Saudi Arabia is India's fourth largest trade partner. See what is the relationship between the trade relation between the two sides. Fine. So, bilateral trade in 2022 was valued at $52.76 billion. Trade with Saudi Arabia account for 4.30% of India's total trade in the financial year 2023. The bilateral trade has increased to more than 52 billion in 2023, marking a great growth of more than 23%. Okay. So, the bilateral trade, okay, at January 2022, there are 278 Indian companies registered as joint ventures, 100% owned entities with investment of 2 billion in the kingdom. $2 billion. Saudi's direct investment in India amounted to 3.15 billion as of March 2025. That means both the country are reciprocally investing. Energy cooperation. Saudi Arabia is a key partner for ensuring India's energy and was its third largest crude and petroleum producers for financial year 2023. India imported India imported 39.5 million metric tons of crude from the country in 2023, amounting to 16.7% of India's total crude import. Okay. So India's LPG import from Saudi Arabia stood at 7.83 million metric ton and 11.2% of its total product import in the last financial year. Defense partnership. The defense partnership has witnessed tremendous growth in recent years. There is extensive naval cooperation between India and Saudi Arabia, and two editions of the bilateral naval exercise AI Mohammed Al Hindi have been concluded so far. Both sides also cooperate closely in the domain of defense and capacity building. The Saudi Navy was recently found taking exemplary measure for the safe extradition of Indian expatriates cut off in Sudan. Indian diaspora in Saudi Arabia. The Indian community in the kingdom is more than 2.4 million strong, widely respected for its contribution to the development of Saudi Arabia. That means the Indian community. So, okay. So Indian community is the kingdom is more than 2.4 billion strong. Country is widely respected because of its participation or contribution in the development of Saudi Arabia and seen as a living bridge between the two countries. India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor and significance. The prospective collaboration of both the countries on the new proposed port and railroad corridor of that IMEC, India Middle East Europe Economic Corridor, is likely to integrate the two countries in a way to the global supply chain that has not happened since the Portuguese discovery of the sea route to India in the 15th century. The The India-Middle East Europe Economic Corridor would deepen India's strategic engagement in the Arabian Peninsula. It breaks Pakistan's veto over India's overland connectivity to the west. Saudi Arabia's permanent membership of BRICS. India's support for the induction of Saudi Arabia as a permanent member of BRICS is a kind of game changer. Saudi Arabia needs to materialize Mohammed bin Salman's vision of Saudi Arabia 2030, a post-oil recovery, a post-oil economy, because after the oil is over, Saudi Arabia wants to expand its influence around the world in other domain. And here, okay, so addressing Indian energy security, Saudi investment would provide India with a kind of foreign capital that may not be a susceptible to knee-jerk reaction, as Western capital often has been. The issue of India's energy security will also be addressed in a big way. Okay. So Saudi Arabia, once there is a BRICS member with Indian support, became more close with India. Challenges relations surrounding energy. The core element in Indo-Saudi relations to evolve around energy, especially Saudi export of crude oil. Head to Pakistan, India and Saudi Arabia have stressed the importance of strengthening cooperation in the field of combating terrorism and its financing. Contrary to which, Riyadh still helps Pakistan with economic aid, meanwhile strategically engaging with New Delhi. Role of China, the country is also engaged with China, moving towards approachment with Iran and Israel, and is also now consolidating the Saudi partnership with the US, India, and Europe. Many have thus already described this engagement as a power shift, China emerging as a significant player in the Middle East. Increasing Chinese influence in the Middle East may indirectly help Pakistan, both economically and strategically. Okay. Okay. So, way ahead, if India's relation with any country have gained exponential in momentum, it is the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The recent development also provide a good opportunity for India to embed itself as a significant player in the Middle East. Saudi Arabia being a very strong country and very influential country in the Middle East. Okay. Okay. So, and Saudi Arabia want to develop its relation. Okay. So, and India also desperate to strengthen its relation with Saudi Arabia, which will definitely make bring prosperity to both the sides. Not only economic prosperity, but also make them influential in international relations. Because India is a emerging country, so Saudi Arabia is one of the rich country in the Gulf and a potential source of Indian energy security and fulfill India's financial requirement to a considerable extent. Right. The next topic is about the government policy. Children are an important but often overlooked population in all AI legislation. This October, India will hold the first ever global summit on artificial intelligence. India will also hold the GPAI Global Conference in December as the chair of Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence (GPAI) Global Partnership on Artificial Intelligence. These developments highlight the strategic significance of AI, which is expected to add 500 billion to India's 25, accounting for 10% of the country's whole GDP. The problem, one area in which India might take the lead is how regulators approach children and adolescents. So the problem, one area in which India might take the lead is how regulators approach children and adolescents, vital but little known rule in this setting. Because of the nature of digital services, many cutting edge AI developments are not expressly developed for children but are nonetheless accessed by them. The government challenge regulations will need to align incentives in order to prevent addictions, mental health, and overall safety issues. In the absence of this, data hungry AI powered digital service can easily deploy algorithms and dark patterns to exploit impressionable youth. This can result in text-based distortions of ideal physical, which might provoke body image disorders. Misinformation, radicalization, cyberbullying, sexual grooming, and doxing are some of the other dangerous concerns arising from AI. And if proper regulation is not there to regulate the children in this domain, the negative impact will outpass the positive benefit of the children. The next generation of digital nagrids will likewise have to deal with the consequences of their family's online activities. The children enter poverty, we must provide them with means to deal with unforeseen outcomes. AI-powered deepfake capability, for example, can be abused to target young people by having bad actors generate transformed sexually graphic depictions and distort them online. Aside from that, India is a melting pot of intersecting identities that span gender, caste, tribal identity, religion, and linguistic history. AI is known to transfer real world biases and the digital environment. Bias and discrimination can have an influence on children, adolescents from marginalized populations. Under India's newly enacted data protection law, AI regulation must improve on the country's approach to children. The current approach to children in the data protection framework is out of step with India's digital reality. It places an undue responsibility on parents to protect their children's interests while also preventing self-platform operations. It perplexingly inverts the well-known dynamics in which a considerable proportion of parents rely on their children's aid to navigate otherwise inaccessible user interface and user experience interface online. It also prohibits the surveillance of children's data by default, thereby excluding them from benefits of customization that we enjoy online. Changing the purpose, international best practices can help Indian regulators define norms and UNICEF's AI and Children Policy Guidelines specify 9 prerequisites for child-centered AI, drawing on the UN Convention on the Rights of the Child, of which India is a signatory. The goal of the guideline is to foster an atmosphere that supports children's well-being, inclusiveness, fairness, non-discrimination, safety, transparency, explainability, and accountability. Another important aspect of the good regulation will be the ability to respond to the diverse developmental stages of children of different ages. The Age Appropriate Design Code Act of California is an intriguing model. The Californian policy encourages transparency by requiring digital services specify default privacy settings, examine whether algorithmic data. The Indian government should support research that gathers evidence the benefits and risks of AI for India's children and adolescents. This should serve as a starting point for developing an Indian age appropriate design code for AI. Finally, better institutions should aid in the shift away from top down safety regulations, okay, and throw unwarranted obligations on parents. Conclusion, as we work towards a new law to govern internet hazards and develop our thought leadership on global AI regulation, the interest of our young citizens must be prioritized because so they are the most vulnerable section. So, in case of AI use or misuse, okay. So, as we work towards a new law to govern internet hazards and develop our thought leadership, so on global AI regulation, the interest of young citizens must be prioritized. Then mobile van program. Himachal Pradesh Agriculture Department launches mobile van program to promote natural farming. Himachal Pradesh Agriculture Department has introduced a mobile van program as part of the Prakriti Kheti Kaushal Kishan Yojana to advance eco-friendly and natural farming practices. The scheme's first-year plan aims to reducing farm costs, increasing income, and protecting human health and the environment. Over 89,000 natural farming farmers have already registered under the scheme. The Mobile One program aims to promote natural farming and eco-friendly practices by delivering fresh organic produce to consumers and encouraging the adoption of chemical-free farming methods. Prakriti Khetri Kaushal Kishan Yojana launched May 2018 in Himachal. Because government of India promoting zero waste natural farming, zero budget natural farming, परंपरागत कृषि का योजना, organic farming. So after achieving success, Himachal Pradesh is following this approach to proper eco-friendly natural farming practices. Okay, so this Prakritik Kheti Kushal Kisan Yojana launched by the state to promote organic and natural farming in the state. Then Vishwanath Ghat in Assam has been chosen as the best tourism village in India in 2023. The Vishwanath Ghat of Sonitpur district has been selected as the best tourism village of India in 2023 by the Ministry of Tourism from among 791 applications from 31 states and Union territories. Located on the bank of the Brahmaputra River, Vishwanath Ghat is also popularly known as the Gupta Kashi and is named after the ancient Vishwanath Mandir. The Ghat boasts a cluster of temples of different gods. Additionally, a Shiva temple was also situated at the confluence of the Ganga of the Buriganga river with the Brahmaputra. Vishwanath Ghat, crowned India's top tourism village 2023, reflects Assam's commitment to rural tourism, culture, and heritage development. Fine. And this is why it has been declared as the best tourism village of India in 2023 by the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. The Yuddhabhyas workout, the 19th edition of the exercise Yuddhabhyas will be held in the Fort Wainwright, Alaska, USA from September 25 to October 8, 2023. About Yuddhabhyas workout, it is an annual joint exercise with the Indian Army and United States Army. This iteration of the exercise will feature a 350-person Indian Army contingent to participate in this. The Indian side's lead battalion is part of the Maratha Light Infantry Regiment. The Maratha Light Infantry Regiment will participate in the Indian side. Both sides will engage in a series of tactical drills. Okay, so it is an annual joint exercise with the Indian Army and the United States Army. The itinerary of the exercise features 300 350 Indian Army contingent from the Maratha Light Infantry Regiment. Both sides will engage in a series of tactical drills to improve cooperation and prevent escalations. The theme is employment of an integrated battle group in mountain extreme climatic conditions under Chapter 7 of the United Nations mandate. The field training exercise comprises validation of integrated battleground group against hostile forces at the brigade level and integrated surveillance grid at the brigade battalion level. Use of heliborne, airborne components, means helicopter borne and aircraft borne component and the force multipliers, among other things. The exercise will also include an exchange of ideas and best practices drills covering a wide range of combat abilities such as combat engineering, obstruction removal, mine and IED warfare. Other exercises between India and the United States, Vajrapar with the Army, Malabar is a multilateral Navy, Hope India Red Flag Multilateral Air Force. Okay, Red Flag exercise is the biggest exercise conducted by the USA. Unfortunately, India has been invited to participate in this Red Flag exercise, which is one of the most advanced and most ones well acclaimed and most tactical exercise where the country participate country around the world are desperate to participate, and particularly India has been invited by the United States to participate in the red flag exercise. Okay. Then the Puputa Abuma, Abumba, Kambumba puputa, an alien invasive species threatening the polar wetlands in internationally important Ramsar sites of great biological significance. The Kobomba Puptura facts, because of its profusion of flowers, is commonly known as the pig bloom. It is a Central and South American native that was transported to Kerala as an aquarium plant and has now escaped into the wild. Okay. Initially, it has been brought to Kerala as an aquarium plant, but unfortunately, it has been expired. It is a submerged perennial aquatic plant that thrives in the slow flowing to stagnant freshwater. Because of its propensity to fracture and spread both actively and passively, the plant has a high natural dispersal potential. From the aquarium to the open, when it came to the wild, so due to the absence of its natural enemy and a favorable condition, so it started spreading like and created a ecological disturbances in the wetlands condition. It demands a lot of oxygen to flourish and will clog up water bodies and drainage channels. Reduces the diversity of native aquatic plants and generate economic losses by reducing freshwater fish output. Important information on the polar wetland is the state of Kerala largest brackish water humid tropical wetland environment extending from the south bank of the Chalakudi River to the north bank of the Bharatapuja River, located in the migratory bird flyway of the Central Asia. Okay, and this invasive species of water plants is right now posing the biggest challenge to it. Okay, so about IPSA, okay, India, Brazil, South Africa. It's the IPSA forum. External Affairs Minister visit United States as part of the IPSA group meeting further strengthen South-South cooperation. IPSA stands for India, Brazil, South unique forum which brings together India, Brazil, and South Africa, three large democracies and major economies from three different continents facing similar challenges. The grouping was formalized and named the IPSA Dialogue Forum when the foreign ministers of the three countries met in Brasilia, in Brazil, on June 6, 2003, issued the Brasilia Declaration. The IPSA has emerged as a key tripartite grouping for the promotion of cooperation in a range of areas. The IPSA Fund is a special feature of IPSA collaboration, an internationally recognized initiative of the South cooperation with 32 projects in 37 countries. Cooperation in IPSA is on three fronts. It is a forum for consultation and coordination on global and regional political issues. Trilateral collaboration on concrete areas, projects through 14 working groups and 6 people-to-people forums for the common benefit of the three countries, assisting other developing countries by taking up projects in the latter through the IPSA fund. Okay. Then the next topic is a relief point of view of Kaubal Gali Musco Valley. The Kaabal Gully, Musco Valley, once the battlefield in the Kargil war, has been opened up for the tourists. The high altitude passes of the Gurez Valley in the North Kashmir is said to connect with the Musco Valley in the Kargil grass sector, Ladakh, the site of the Kargil war in 1999. A 130-kilometer road has been opened up for tourists. That Koabal Gully, the highest pass at a height of 4,160.9 meters in the Buraj, connects the two valleys. Okay. So the road connecting the two valleys, the road connecting the two valleys is being maintained under the beacon by the Border Road Organization. At present, is a the road because the Border Road Organization, the military intelligence wing of the government of India, has built this road, and this has been open for the tourist at present, and this was open to facilitate the movement of tourists and open this place for tourism, fine. Okay. The Gurez Valley is close to the line of control in North Kashmir, situated at about 2,400 meters above the sea level. It is also home to ibex, musk deer, and the marmots, Himalayan brown bear, and snow leopards. The Changanga River flows through the valley. The Gurez Valley is one of the few inhabitations in Kashmir where village with only log house exist with no intervention of urban concrete material. The houses are built only through the wooden logs. The Musco Valley, the Musuk Valley is the Dras, Ladakh. It is home to the boisterous tulip flowers and the endangered Himalayan yale. Okay. Then coming to the question, anger and intolerance are the enemies of correct understanding. That's told by Mahatma Gandhi. Okay. Anger and intolerance are antithetical to reason and correct understanding. They cloud our judgment and affect peace of mind. It is not possible to think clearly and make the right decision. One is angry or intolerant. Anger makes a person lose calmness and patience and forces them to take hasty decisions which may not be correct. So anger and intolerance are antithetical to reason and correct understanding. They cloud our judgment, so have a clouding effect on our judgment and affect the peace of mind of the person. It is not possible to think clearly and make the right decision when it's angry or intolerant. Anger makes a person lose calmness and patience and forces them to take hasty decisions which may not be correct. Anger drives him towards intolerance. Angry person is a constantly stressed person, but as such a person cannot think with clarity. Balanced decision making, social progress, and development is made possible through leaders who have a cool head on their shoulders, not by people who are easily irritated or who are not tolerant of others. Conflicting viewpoints, ways of living and thinking or the worldviews. Today, it is common to find people and leaders losing steadiness of mind when faced with stress. Angry and intolerant people are often bad decision makers. The world wars and other wars in history were often fomented by people who easily grew angry and intolerant, such as Hitler is responsible for millions of murders. Correct understanding of the situation requires mental composure and equanimity. Angry and intolerant people cannot differentiate between correct and incorrect understanding. Rising incident of communal classes, road rage, internet trolling are manifestations of this. Anger and intolerance can be controlled by speedy justice delivery, obsession by leaders, celebrities, and check on social media, public awareness, value-based education, etc. Our ancient text of Buddhism and Bhagavad Gita talk about anger management and tolerance. Tolerance. This practice is the need of the hour because the present situation is so tensed and that makes the people more and more angry all on a sudden, which ultimately affects not only his own life but the life of others. Okay, his anger has its manifestation not only on his own life but also it impacts the life of some other people. That is why proper management of the anger is most important. Okay, and this needs. Okay, then coming to the MCQs, consider the following claims about the OAS Rex mission. The first asteroid sample return mission of the European Space Agency. Okay, incorrect. It took the sample from the near Earth asteroid Ceres. So here both one and two both are incorrect. Fine. D. The following statement recently Madhya Pradesh government has announced the establishment of the Birangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve. Fine. It is the seventh tiger reserve in the state and the 54th in the country. Here both are correct. Both 1 and 2. 54 tiger reserves. Since the first was established at Cobalt National Park. Fine. But the following remarks in the relation between IPSA Forum, India, Brazil, South Africa. The IPSA is a trilateral development project that promotes South collaboration between India, Brazil, and South Africa. Right. IPSA is tied to the Brasilia Declaration. That is also right. 2003. IPSA does not have a fixed executive secretariat or a headquarters. It is also correct. All the three are correct. Global report on hypertension is released by it is related to health, so definitely linked to the World Health Organization WHO. A. Consider the following statement: the Vishwanath Ghat of Sonipur district, Arunachal Pradesh, has been selected as the best tourism village. A. So because this Vishwanath Ghat is not in Arunachal Pradesh, fine. Is in Assam. Fine. It is announced by the Minister of Tourism, right? Located on the bank of Brahmaputra River. So only two are correct, not three because the first one is incorrect. in Assam, not in Arunachal Pradesh. Then comes to the following statement regarding the mobile burn program. Himachal Pradesh Agriculture Department launched this mobile burn program. Okay, so the Himachal Pradesh government which has launched this. Okay, then it is a part of the Prakritik Kheti Kaushal Kishan Yojana to adopt technology and traditional farming practices here. Both 1 and 2 are correct. Okay, so two options. Which of the following assertions? So both 1 and 2. So the Prakritik Kheti Kaushal Kishan Yojana. Okay, so yes, part of the Prakriti Kheti Kushal Kishan Yojana. Okay, here which are incorrect, so both are correct. So neither one nor is incorrect because both are correct. But the following statement: the 19th edition of the exercise Vidyavyas will be held in Port. The 19th edition of the exercise Vidyavyas will be held in the Port Wainwright, Alaska, USA. So that is right. Okay. So it is an annual joint expedition of Indian Army and the United States Army. So that is also correct. Okay. And in this exercise, that the India is represented by the Maratha Light Infantry Regiment. 350 persons of the armed that defense personnel from the Maratha Regiment of India are participating in this exercise to be held in USA. Okay. Recently, the Kugumba Putris in news, as the Kugumba Puchura in Allen invasive species, right? They are threatening the polar wetlands, right? They produce the flowers, it is commonly known as the pink bloom, right? It demands a lot of oxygen to flourish and will clog of water bodies and the drainage channels of the particular it is it's called the in Kerala it is clogging the water bodies, okay, and the brackish water of that particular area for which it is a big threat to the natural habitat. So here for question number 8, so all the four options are correct. So A 1, 2, 3, and 4. The Kobumba fructura, an alien invasive species, is correct. They have been threatening the polar wetlands in Kerala. Its profusion of flowers is commonly known as the pink bloom, right? It demands a lot of oxygen to flourish and will clog up water bodies and the drainage channels. Fine. So here all the four options are correct. What's the following statement regarding the emerging market bond? It is a debt instrument issued by the World Bank. That's right. It carries higher yield than corporate bonds of the developed countries. So here two are correct. Recently, the Ubal Valley, Musco Valley has been opened up for tourists. That's the following statement. Before it was a battlefield of the Kargil war, right? Musco Valley is in the Dras sector of Ladakh. So it is also correct. For here, both 1 and 2 are correct. Thank you for watching. Keep watching regularly to update yourself on developments. Thanks again.